past couple of weeks have been pretty stressful for many of us, which is why I decided to demonstrate how to perform a facial. In my demonstration, I will cover the 5 basic massage techniques, the steps needed to perform a facial, as well as the steps needed to prepare for the facial. So before anything, please make sure your hands are clean as you will be touching the client's face. So let's get started. This is just a picture demonstrating the products we will use throughout the facial, and feel free to use any brand. And if you don't have one of the products, just simply skip this step. For music choice, I like to use the station Spa Treatment from Spotify. This right here is a diagram showing the way you should fold the towel throughout the entire process. And our first step is going to be to wrap the client's head so that their hair is protected from any products or water that you will be using on their face. And for that, I'm just going to take a clip and secure it in place. The first step in the facial is going to be to apply the cleanser. And this is going to help remove any oils or makeup that the client might have. Once the cleanser has been applied to the entire face, you want to remove it. To do so, you'll just take 2 wet cotton pledges and start wiping away all of the product. The 3 steps you should remember for everything is going to be to start at the chin, then work your way up to the forehead, and go down the nose. This will help make sure you get all of the areas and don't miss a spot. After the cleanser, you want to take one of your hot towels and with the same fold, wrap their face. To do so, just point the triangles downward, and overlap the 2 ends. Make sure you leave an opening for their nose so that they can breathe. Applying little pressure will help the steam soften the tissue, which will make the skin more accepting of the products. You want to let the towel sit for about 7 minutes. After the time passes, you will remove the towel slowly, and this is just going to help to avoid shocking the client with the cold air. Our next step is going to be the massage portion of the facial. To do so, you will need some massage lotion. Make sure to use a spatula or a popsicle stick to remove any product from the container. It is important to not double dip into the container as it will contaminate the entire product. Now, let's begin with the massage techniques. The first is going to be effleurage, which consists of light continuous stroking movements applied with little to no pressure. And remember, you always want to start down at the chin, work your way up to the forehead, and then down the nose. Make sure to never pull the skin downward as it will cause it to sag. And finally, effleurage should be used at the beginning of every facial as well as the end. The second technique is the tapotement. This consists of short tapping movements that will help tone the muscles. It is usually used around the eye area since it is the most sensitive. Be sure to not overstimulate the muscles while using this technique. Up next is petrissage, and this technique includes a kneading movement which improves blood circulation in the face. Similar to petrissage, we have friction. This also helps to improve blood circulation, but instead of kneading, you create circular movements throughout the face. And last but not least, we have vibration. This technique is created through rapid shaking of the fingertip. It increases muscle tone. And that concludes the 5 techniques. And don't forget, as I mentioned before, to top it all off with effleurage, starting at the chin, working your way up to the forehead, and then down the nose. Up next, we're going to steam the face again. Taking another hot towel, wrap the face and leave an opening for their nose so that they can breathe. Steam for about 7 minutes, and when the time is up, you'll want to remove the towel from the face slowly. Now, taking that same towel, wrap it around 2 fingertips and begin removing the massage lotion from the face. Be sure to not rub the face for too long, otherwise the face will become extremely irritated. And again, continue to use your 3-step rule so that you don't miss any spots. Moving on, you will need to take some toner so that you can rebalance the pH of the skin. This will also help to freshen up the skin. Do this by soaking 2 cotton pledges with toner and apply it all over. When using the toner, it's normal to feel a slight burning sensation as most contain high levels of alcohol. Feel free to fold the cotton pledges in half in order to get to the smaller areas, such as between the nose and or the upper lip. Applying a face mask is completely optional and should be removed from the container using a spatula. Make sure to not double dip as it will contaminate the entire mask. To apply the mask, you can use your fingertips or even a clean makeup brush. Follow your 3-step rule and let it sit for about 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes are up, it is highly recommended that you steam the face to help soften up the mask. By softening up the mask, it will ease the removal process, which should be done in the same way that you removed the massage lotion. Our final step here is finally here. and that is to apply some moisturizer. Moisturizer is going to help rehydrate the skin since all of the natural oils of the skin were disturbed during the process of the facial. And on that note, that concludes the steps needed to perform a good facial. By now, you have learned the 5 basic massage techniques as well as what you should do to prepare for a facial. And I hope you enjoyed this demonstration and that it will help you at some point in the future.